Hello, my little friends. Are you ready for a magical adventure deep inside the forest? Today, we'll meet a curious little girl named Goldilocks and 3 very friendly bears who live in a cozy wooden house. So grab your blanket, snuggle up, and let's begin our story. The sun rose over a peaceful forest. Golden light streamed through tall trees as birds sang a new day's song. At the edge of the forest stood a cozy cottage where Goldilocks lived with her kind mother and father. Inside the kitchen, her mother smiled as she poured milk into a cup, while Goldilocks played near the window. Goldilocks had shiny golden curls, bright blue eyes, and wore a lovely yellow dress with ribbons. On the breakfast table sat 3 steaming bowls of porridge, 1 big, 1 medium, and 1 small. Not far away, deep in the forest, stood another cozy wooden house, the home of the bear family. Papa Bear, tall and strong, looked out the window with kind eyes, wearing his forest green vest. Mama Bear stirred porridge in a clay pot, humming softly as sunlight filled the kitchen. Baby Bear stretched and yawned in his little bed, surrounded by toys and soft forest light. Soon, the bear family decided to take a walk in the forest while their porridge cooled. Meanwhile, Goldilocks wandered toward the forest, her eyes full of curiosity and wonder. She walked among tall trees and colorful flowers as butterflies fluttered all around her. The forest path sparkled with morning dew, glowing with gentle, magical light. Goldilocks bent down to smell a wildflower, smiling as birds chirped above. After a while, she felt a little lost and a little hungry too. Then she spotted a beautiful log cabin hidden among the trees, smoke curling from its chimney. Curious, she peeked through the window and saw 3 bowls of porridge on the table. She gently knocked on the wooden door, her golden curls shining in the sunlight. The door creaked open just a little, and a warm, golden glow spilled out from inside. Goldilocks stepped inside the cozy cabin, her eyes wide in amazement at the glowing fire and wooden furniture. She saw 3 bowls of porridge, 1 big, 1 medium, and 1 small, all steaming gently. First, she tasted the big bowl. "Ouch! Too hot!" she exclaimed. Then she tried the medium bowl. "Brr! Too cold!" she frowned. Finally, she tasted the little bowl. Just right." She smiled and ate it all up. After eating, she looked around and saw 3 chairs by the fireplace. She climbed onto the big chair. It was too tall and hard. She sat on the medium chair. It was still too stiff. Then she tried the small chair. "Ah, this one's just right," she giggled, rocking happily. But suddenly, crack! The little chair broke. "Oh no," she said, worried. Feeling tired, she wandered into the bedroom where golden sunlight streamed across the floor. There were 3 beds, 1 big, 1 medium, and 1 small, all cozy and soft. She climbed onto the big bed. "Too hard," she said. She tried the medium bed. "Too soft," she murmured. Then she lay down on the little bed. "Just right," she whispered, and soon fell fast asleep. Sunlight danced across her face, as she dreamed sweetly, her golden curls glowing. Soon, the bear family returned home from their forest walk, carrying baskets of berries. As they stepped inside, Papa Bear sniffed the air. "Someone's been eating my porridge," he said. Mama Bear looked at her bowl. "And someone's been eating mine too." Baby Bear gasped. "Someone ate all of mine." Then they looked around and noticed the chairs. Papa Bear said, "Someone's been sitting in my chair." Baby Bear cried, "And someone broke mine." The three bears looked at each other in surprise. "Let's check the bedroom," said Mama Bear softly. They tiptoed inside as golden sunlight filled the room. There, they saw Goldilocks fast asleep in Baby Bear's bed. Baby Bear whispered, "Someone's sleeping in my bed." Goldilocks opened her eyes and gasped. "Oh my goodness!" she cried, seeing the three bears. She jumped out of bed and ran out of the cozy cabin, her curls shining in the sunlight. Down the forest path she ran until she found her mother and father, waiting for her. Goldilocks hugged them tightly and waved goodbye to the forest, whispering softly, "I'll always ask before exploring next time." And that, my little friends, was the story of Goldilocks and the three bears. Remember, being curious is wonderful, but always tell your parents before you go exploring. If you liked this story, share it with your friends, and join us again for another magical bedtime adventure. Until next time, sweet dreams and happy hearts.